How's it going, everybody? Doing a match week 24 and 25, I believe. Recap video today, so I'm going to do like I did that one time with the two. I'm going to kind of blow through these. Do 2 weeks, limited stats. So these first set of games here from the 31st of January. Brighton and Everton, 1-1 draw. Gross has a goal at 73 for Brighton. Beto at 7 minutes into injury time. Stoppage time. In the second half, to tell you, we tied it late. 11 shots to 7 in favor of Brighton. 5 off target, 2 on, 4 of their shots get blocked, 9 inside the box, 2 outside. Everton, 2 off, 4 on, 1 of their shots get blocked, 7 inside, none outside the box. Everton wins total passes, pass accuracy. Oh, that's going to be too annoying to say like that. 23 tackles to 20 in favor of Everton. 7 interceptions, 4 blocks, 20 clearances, 1 keeper save. Brighton, 20 tackles, 9 interceptions, no blocks, 30 clearances, 3 keeper saves. Everton wins all the duels and successful dribbles. 2 yellow cards for Everton, 1 for Brighton. Who had the assist? If there was any assists. There was. Ayari has an assist for Brighton. Arsenal beats up on Leeds 4-0 with goals from Zubmendi at 27, Maduke at 38, Gyökeres at 69, and Jesus at 86. 15 total shots to 3 in favor of Arsenal. Total passes were even at 395. Defense, 16 tackles, 10 interceptions, 3 blocks, 36 clearances, 4 keeper saves for Leeds. 14 tackles, 6 interceptions, 1 block, 31 clearances, 1 keeper save. For Arsenal, Arsenal wins the duels, overall duels, they win the ground duels. Aerial duels are even, and Arsenal wins successful dribbles. Each team has a yellow card. What are the assists looking like? Odegaard, Martinelli, and Maduke. All have assists for Arsenal. What the hell? It just launched backwards way too far. Bournemouth beat the Wolves 2-0. Krupi at 33 minutes. Scott at 1 minute into extra time, injury time, in the second half. The Wolves' total shots were 17 to 9 in favor of them. 7 off, 7 on target, 3 get blocked, 1 hits the woodwork, 7 inside the box, 10 outside. Bournemouth 4 off, 4 on, 1 of their shots get blocked, 7 inside, 2 outside the box. Tackles 23 to 20 in favor of the Wolves. 3 interceptions, 1 block, 19 clearances, 2 keeper saves. This is where the game was won, right here. 13 interceptions, 3 blocks, 32 clearances, and 7 keeper saves for Bournemouth. Wolves win all the duels. Bournemouth wins the successful dribbles. 3 yellow cards for Bournemouth. 2 for the Wolves. This is annoying. It's going to keep going backwards too far. Oh, man. This is match week 24, I believe. And then 25 I'm doing. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing. Chelsea beats West Ham 3-2. And they take the win late as Pedro, Cucurella, and Fernandez have goals. Fernandez's goals came 2 minutes into stoppage time. In the second half, Bowen and Somerville had goals for West Ham. West Ham also had a red card. I'm just, I gotta breeze through these. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's look at the assists. 1 Wan-Bissaka. 2 assists for West Ham. Fofana and Pedro have assists for Chelsea. Who had the red card? Jean-Claire Todibo. You had 3 yellow cards for Chelsea. 2 yellow cards and the red for West Ham. Last of the Saturday of the January 31st games, Liverpool beats Newcastle 4-1. Ateke goals at 41 and 43. Wirtz at 67. Konate at 3 minutes of stoppage time in the second half. For Liverpool, Newcastle, Gordon at 36 minutes. Do it, Gordon. Anyone's ever seen Session 9? Do it, Gordon. 17 to 8 shots in favor of Liverpool. 18 tackles for Liverpool, 6 interceptions, 3 blocks, 3 clearances, 1 keeper save. Newcastle, 13 tackles, 8 interceptions, 3 blocks, 23 clearances, 3 keeper saves. Liverpool wins all the duels and successful dribbles. They have 1 yellow card. Newcastle has 3 yellow cards. Assists by Salah, Wirtz, and Kirkes, all for Liverpool. Oh, stop going back like that, you annoying thing. February 1st games. Brentford beat Aston Villa 1-0. Oof. And Brentford had a red card. I learned this word because you don't hear this, at least to my knowledge, in sports over here. And Arsenal apparently is guilty of this at the end of seasons. They're bottling it. Everybody's saying this about Aston Villa. They're bottling it. They bottled up. I was like, what is that, just choking? Falling apart? I was like, that's good. I like that. Water. I don't know what to say. 1 minute into stoppage time in the first half. The goal for Brentford. 27 shots to 6 in favor of Aston Villa. 11 were off target, 5 on. 11 of their shots get blocked. Whoa. 19 tackles, 3 interceptions, a block, 19 clearances, no keeper saves. Brentford 7 tackles, 13 interceptions, 10 blocks, 34 clearances, 5 keeper saves. 3 yellow cards and a red. No discipline for Aston Villa. 3 yellow and a red for Brentford. No assists. Somebody was saying Brentford, a fan of Aston Villa, like someone who's over in England and, been a fan for a long time. Brentford is their new Crystal Palace, apparently. A team they can't beat or some shit. I don't know. Who got the red card? Shade for Brentford. And I think that came pretty early, and you don't capitalize on that? Come on, man. Bounce back again. Man U beats Fulham 3-2. Goals from Casemiro, Acuna, and Sesko. Fulham, Jimenez, and Kevin. Total shots 14-11 in favor of Fulham. 22 tackles, 17 in favor of Man U. Man U wins all the duels. Fulham wins the successful dribbles. 2 yellow cards for Man U, 1 for Fulham. And assists. Fernandez with 2 assists for Man U. Sessignon for Fulham. Casemiro for Man U. I hate that it's going back to the bottom instead of staying where it was. I'm getting annoyed already. I love it. Can sports be over? Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace 1-1 draw. A lot of red cards in the 24th week. Gibbs White for Nottingham Forest. Sarr on a penalty kick. We're breezing down. Fuck this. Any assists? No assists on either of the goals. Who had the red card? Williams had the red card for Nottingham Forest. Back to the phone thing. Tottenham and Man City with a 2-2 draw. I feel like Man City bottled it there. Is that what they did there? I feel like Tottenham's pretty bad. 2 goals from the same guy for Tottenham. Solanke, Cherki, and Semenyo had him for Man City. Any assists? 3 yellow cards apiece for each team. Silva, Holland have assists for Man City. Gallagher and Simons for Tottenham. The last game of that week was Sunderland beating Burnley 3-0 with goals from Dwanzabi, Diarra, and Talby. I'm sure at least 2 of those are wrong. Any assists? 4 yellow cards, sorry, for Burnley, 1 for Sunderland, with 4 red cards. Pretty. That would be a brawl broke out or something. How often are there brawls in football, soccer? Ryan Ildo, and Mukali assists for Sunderland. Are there like fist fights? Like, you'll get attempted fights in basketball. They kind of throw punches that don't land. Baseball, you'll always get some sweet brawls where it just turns into the pitcher and the catcher usually get, the pitcher and the batter usually get a couple clean shots at each other. Then everybody just starts jumping on each other. The whole team's clear. It's awesome. Football, you'll see them, but their helmets. Obviously, hockey, you have fights and brawls. There's been a couple goalie fights this year in hockey, which is always classic. Do you get that in football and soccer? You get the brawls. I mean, it's perfect for it. Everybody's just ready to start wailing on each other. You got no pads in your way of your face. You just start wailing. So this is last weekend. Just happened. So we have. There was a Friday game. Leeds beats Nottingham Forest 3-1. I'm lucky I dodged that. I was Nottingham Forest is one of the teams I was looking at. I think in reality it was always going to be Aston Villa. I like the name, and their colors are nice. I'm really one of those people where I like the team's colors. I just like the logo and stuff. I don't know, but I could have been bad with Nottingham Forest. Are they in relegation right now, or are they right out? I think they might be right outside, with West Ham breathing down their neck. Leeds goals by Bogle, Okafor, and Calvert-Lewin. Luca has the goal for Nottingham Forest. A yellow card for each team. I'm just looking at the goals and assists on these because this is going to go way too long. And my internet's been shit in the bed recently, like really. They just bumped the price up $5 and speed slow down. 2 assists from Groove and 1 from Justin for Leeds. Hutchinson has 1 from the assist on the Nottingham goal. On to the Saturday games. Man U beats Tottenham 2-0. There was a red card for Tottenham in this game. Fernandez and Mbeumo. Man U goals. $18 tackles, 16 in favor of Manchester United. 5 interceptions, 5 blocks, 11 clearances, 1 keeper save. Tottenham 9 interceptions, 6 blocks, 30 clearances, 8 keeper saves. Gotta give the goalie credit. He was trying there, man. 23 shots to 7. So Tottenham had less shots than their goalie had saves. Their keeper, sorry. They won all the duels and the successful dribbles. Man U. Yellow card for Man U, 2 and 1 red. 2 yellow, 1 red for Tottenham. Dalot and Manu assists for Man U, who had the Red card. Surely someone's whose last name I can't say. There's some of this, like when you go to the actual stats, the amount of shit here is staggering. Romero. He's a center back. Aston Villa bottling it again. 1-1 draw with Bournemouth. They're up 1-0. Apparently they were getting outplayed. According to the Aston Villa channels that I watch. Rodgers had the goal for Aston Villa. Ryan had it for Bournemouth. Emery accepts Villa earned very good point. Start coaching him up. No praise. 20 shots to 7 in favor of Bournemouth. That'll do it. See, we're talking about getting outplayed. A yellow card for each team. Yeah. Martinez was the FOTMOB rating leader, and he's the goalie for the keeper for Aston Villa. Come on, man. They're failing. They're gonna drop out of Champions League contention. They ain't winning shit when it comes to winning the Premier League. It ain't happened. They're like 9 points behind Arsenal now. They're scared. They're playing with fear. I've seen it in other sports. They have the fear. Sancho has the assist for Aston Villa. Hill has it for Bournemouth. There was no red cards in this game, right? No. Come on. Arsenal beat Sunderland 3-0, so they're starting to pick up the pace again. Maybe they won't bottle it. Is that how it's said? Bottling, bottle, both of them. Failing, choking, they're frauds. Zubimendi has a goal, and Guerrez has 2 goals for Arsenal. 16 shots to 5 in favor of Arsenal. 2 yellow cards for Sunderland, 1 for Arsenal. Aston Villa has a stretch coming up here where they should take all 3 games. I think the Wolves, Brighton, and maybe Burnley. No, Leeds. You got to take all 3 of them if you want to be serious, dude. I think they have draw, loss, win, draw, loss, or loss, draw. Their last 5. No, that's terrible, dude. Can't be doing it. Trossard, Havertz, and Martinelli have the assists for Arsenal. Arsenal been playing well there those last 2 weeks. 7 goals to none for the opponents. West Ham beats Burnley 2-0. East Bologna also won. North Turkey. And then there's South Liverpool. That's humor. Somerville and Castellanos have the goals for West Ham. 18 shots to 6 in favor of Burnley. What were the keeper saves? 5 keeper saves for West Ham. 3 yellow cards for Burnley, 1 for West Ham. I think it's the Wolves, Burnley, and West Ham who are in relegation right now. I could be wrong. I'll look. Fernandez and Diouf have assists for West Ham. Come on. This touchscreen is really being a pain in my ass today. Everton beats Fulham 2-1. Dewsbury Hall and Jay Leno have goals for Everton. Fulham's goals by Mykolenko. 16 shots to 13 in favor of Everton. 5 yellow cards for Everton, 1 for Fulham. Pickford, he was the FOTMOB rating. That's England's goalie in the World Cup. That's what we want to see, him leading the FOTMOB. How is that? If he's England's goalie, I'm surprised no other teams scooped him up somehow. Did he play elsewhere? I have one of his cards. It's like the checkerboard pattern one. I got that one box. Mykolenko, an assist. Vitali for Everton. An own goal. Somebody botched it on there. Fulham there. Where am I? Chelsea beats the Wolves 3-1. Palmer has a goal, a penalty kick. What the hell? Oh, he has 2 goals, Palmer. No, he has all 3 goals, sorry. 2 of them are penalty kicks. I'm looking at it, it just says Palmer, pen, 35, pen, 30, 13, pen, 35, pen. So his actual goals are 38, the other 2 are penalty goals. I'm looking like, why does this look weird? Arokadare at 54 minutes for the Wolves. $15 shots to 11 in favor of Chelsea. Total passes 747 to 365 in favor of Chelsea. Yellow cards, 1 apiece for each team. Cole Palmer with the 9.525 mob rating. There might have been an assist on one of the 1 goal. Oh, sorry. Armstrong has an assist for the Wolves, and Cucurella has the assist for Chelsea. I really hate that it goes back to the scores that the newest week coming up. Brentford beats Newcastle 3-2. With goals from Ginault, Thiago, a penalty kick, and Ouattara. Botman and Guimaraes for Newcastle. Old Fort. All the duels and successful dribbles were won by Newcastle. 2 yellow cards apiece for each team. Jensen and Otara for Brentford. Guimaraes for Newcastle. The assists. Come on. Go back to... Oh my god. Is the internet still taking a dump? Now it's not even popping up. Why is this such a pain in the fucking ass? Like, why are you being annoying, phone? Oh, let's go back and find... Where was I? The Sunday games. Crystal Palace beats... This is February 8th. Brighton 1-0. Sarr has the goal. The lone goal for Crystal Palace. 7 shots apiece for each team. 3 yellow cards for Crystal Palace, 1 for Brighton. Gusand has the assist for Crystal Palace. And the final game, Man City beats Liverpool 2-1. Liverpool does have a red card. Haaland gets a penalty kick at 3 minutes into stoppage time in the second half. Silva had the other goal at 84 minutes. So Liverpool was up 1-0 here for 10 minutes. Sosa Bosley had the goal at 74 minutes for them. I was hoping Liverpool would win that game, but they didn't. Because it would have kept the points, I think, would have been kept the same between Aston Villa and Man City. But maybe not. Maybe they still would have been 2 points. I don't know. I'll have to look. 4 yellow cards for Man City, 2 for Liverpool. Assist. Haaland has an assist, picking up assists the last 2 weeks. Who had the red card? Red card goes to Zozo Bosley. So he's the guy that got the goal. So he got that red card after? Wow. That's rough. You can't be doing that, right? Did he cost them the game? Or did he have the red card and that's what caused the penalty kick? Did he do something to get to cause the penalty kick with the red card? I don't know. Tomorrow, that's why I wanted to do this today. Well, it's going to be going up Tuesday, but it'll be going up before the games start. Because there's 4 games tomorrow. I've noticed, I noticed this early in the year. Premier League will just have weeks Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Chelsea versus Leeds, Everton versus Bournemouth, Tottenham, Newcastle, West Ham, Manchester United. Then on Wednesday, Aston Villa, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Man City, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, Sunderland versus Liverpool. And then Thursday is Brentford versus Arsenal. Aston Villa needs to win. They're 3 points, because if Liverpool won, they would be even. And Manchester United's catching up on Aston Villa. They're 3 points behind them. Chelsea's in 5th, 4 points behind Aston Villa. Brentford's still in 7th. It's not like that was a tough game for Aston Villa, though. All right, so who are the bottom? Yeah, it's West Ham, Burnley, and the Wolves, and Nottingham Forest is in 17th with a 3-point lead over West Ham. Burnley and the Wolves look like they're totally getting relegated, but West Ham could fight their way out of relegation and then be promoted to East Bologna. Everybody's like, what are you saying, you dumb shit? But yeah, that's 2 weeks done there. I'll probably do this in 2-week things. I might get a little more statty in the next one. I wanted to get it done. I wanted to keep it low because my internet, and it's still 26 minutes. My internet's taken a year recently. The Spectrum is not doing, it does this from time to time. It's almost like they bog it down on purpose. They'll make it so, a lot of people are using it, dude. It doesn't matter what time of day. I could be using it 3 in the morning, 8 at night, 4 in the afternoon, and there's just periods where it's slow. They're doing it on purpose, probably, to get you to get a higher package thing. I need to get an adapter to hardwire the phone, because I have the extension phone cable for the Xbox 360, because the wireless doesn't work on that for some reason. I want to hardwire it in here, and hopefully it maybe passes the speed up a little faster. I need to get an adapter. But anyway, I think it's match week 24 and 25. Recap, how's your team doing? Aston Villa still in 3rd for at least one more week. Because the second if Man U wins and they lose, they're going to jump them in goal differential. They'll jump Aston Villa in goal differential. I think they have plus 10 goal differential. Aston Villa's 9. But yeah, how's your team doing? And thanks for checking this out. And